Are you passionate about media? Dreaming of telling stories that move the world? Whether you see yourself behind the mic, the camera, or the editing set, Majak is your launchpad. Journalist, content creator, filmmaker, photographer, digital media guru. Which one will you be? At the Media Academy for Journalism and Communications Majak, we turn your passion into your profession. Get hands-on in journalism to break the big stories, digital media production to craft viral content, communications to shape messages that move millions, film and photography to tell your vision in every frame. With fully equipped radio and TV studios, modern computer labs, and pro-grade cameras, we prepare you for the real world of multimedia. Are you ready to make the headlines? Apply today. We are located at Bakau New Town. You can call us today on 53-31545, 53-31545, or 3725-053, 3725-053. You can email us at communications@majak.gm. Better still, you can visit our website www.majak.gm. Majak, your story, your screen, your future.
Hello and welcome to Chapters here on Majak TV. I am your host Ibrahim Aboyan, and today we are joined by let's say unfamiliar faces here, by a new co-host here. Welcome.
Yes, thank you, Ibrahim Aboyan. I am Lamin Sane.
Okay, Lamin, thank you for joining us. Today we have another unfamiliar face here. Our guest today will be Mr. Akeba Abojan. Akeba is a poet, a young rising poet in the Gambia, and also have been making waves in different sectors when it comes to pageantry and other things that he has been doing, and also a student of Nusrat Senior Secondary School. Keba, you are welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure for having me.
Okay, straight we'll dive into my first question. That is your journey into poetry. When did you start poetry as a means of storytelling?
Well, what a question. Thank you so very much. Well, my journey as a poet has been marked by so many things and inspiration from particular individuals, not in the Gambia here, but I got an inspiration from a young girl from South Africa called Botanli Bikaniel. So back days in 2016, when I was very, very young, I joined a team called Senjaba Center for Education and Sport. This team is located in Pirang, headed by Miss Fatima Job. So then I was at nursery school, and I am somebody who loved public speaking. And when Fatima Job realized that bringing me to her team will bring a significant transformation within the team, she tried to approach me and then finally put me in the team. So then when I joined, always she will play this Botali Bikaniel, her videos, so that I will just look at it and inspired. So that almost ended up being part of me, because when I watch, I will always tell her that, well, I will try and be like Botali Bikaniel one day. So that was the time I started my poetry journey. And then the first poem I recite in public is a poem written by Botali Bikaniel, that is Africa, My Home. So this is the little story behind my poetry journey, but a lot of things like this has been part of it. But I think I will, as far as we are going, we will come to know so many things regarding my poetry journey. Thank you.
Thank you.
That is fascinating. Kewa, how do you balance your passion in poetic, your passion for poetic, and school life?
Well, thank you so very much for that wonderful question. Well, I am someone that didn't limit myself within the four corners of the classroom, and I think this is something which is helping me building my career, because it's like poetry is just poetry occupied just little part of my success story. But when it come to look at it generally, I just love public speaking, and I don't engage only in poetry. But when it comes to pageantry, I engage in pageantry, and just recently I won a pageant crown, which is Mr. Tourism Gambia 2026.
Wow.
And I equally serve as MCs in many programs, including the KIDA 20-year anniversary. Those are my public speaking part. But when it comes to poetry, what I normally do is I balance it with academics. Because why? Sometimes I know it is also part of academics, because when you look at it, even in literature, we do have poetry segments where we will be learning how to write poetry, different type of poems, and how to recite poetry in public. So I make sure I studied my books, focus on my academics, and balance it with poetry. Like, for example, if I have engagements, if I have programs and people invite me, I'll make sure I drew a plan for myself, a personal plan, whereby I will go for that program, participate there, at the same time target my school without missing any lesson.
Wow.
Wow, that's quite a story. You've mentioned the pieces that you wrote, and also the ones that you recited from where you derive your inspiration from. So, like, among all the poems you've recited or you've written so far, you know, everything that we do, we normally have our favorite things. So, among all those poems that you recited or you've written, recorded, which one is your favorite?
Well, I've been writing poems for quite a long time now, but for now I focus more on debate and public speaking than poetry. But still, I have my favorite poem. That is, I have so many pieces. But one of my favorite poems is Tradition and Youth Development, which I read at the district competition in Faraba, and I become the champion in that championship.
Sure, amazing.
Okay, we would love to hear that.
Well, okay, here it goes. Tradition rules and culture educate. The Sami God whom we await, he must be musical, tremulous and impersonal. Gentle influence of landscape and of sky, tender to the spirit touch of man's maiden eye. But to his native center fast, shall fall into future fills the past, and the walls flowing fade in his own mold recast. Who can be master of destiny? No doubt it can be graced by Almighty, yet effort has to be made by individual. Youth can be taken as casual. For life is posing challenge. You got to think and manage, with all ideas arranged. It revolves around passing ability, pure caliber with fine quality and gender equity. It is with pure skill, an expression of great skill, that take youth to greater height, with a ray of light and all his or her might. Youth should try to assert and convert failure into success, bitterness into sweetness, with all possible access. Then youth can feel proud, speak loud, with all-round commitment, achievement and development. Keba Bojang, Mr. Tourism Gambia.
Okay, that was good.
That was amazing, honestly.
Viewers, we will allow that to sink in like I normally say, because this kind of things deserves to sink in. We'll go for our first commercial break and we'll be back.
Thank you.
Are you passionate about media? Dreaming of telling stories that move the world? Whether you see yourself behind the mic, the camera, or the editing set, Majak is your launch pad. Journalist, content creator, filmmaker, photographer, digital media guru. Which one will you be? At the Media Academy for Journalism and Communications, Majak, we turn your passion into your profession. Get hands-on in journalism to break the big stories, digital media production to craft viral content, communications to shape messages that move millions, film and photography to tell your vision in every frame. With fully equipped radio and TV studios, modern computer labs, and pro-grade cameras, we prepare you for the real world of multimedia. Are you ready to make the headlines? Apply today. We are located at Bakau Newtown. You can call us today on 53-31545, 53-31545, or 3725-053, 3725-053. You can email us at communications@majak.gm. Better still, you can visit our website www.majak.gm. Majak, your story, your screen, your future.
Welcome back to Chapters here on Majak TV. You are reminded that you are watching it live from Majak TV. I am your host, Ibrahim Abojang, and today we've been joined by a guest, Kewa Abojang, and also joined by my co-host, Lamin Sane. Kewa, we are going to continue. About your journey as a poet, what was your most challenging part?
Thank you so very much. Well, I've been searching to have a platform where I will narrate this or express this feeling, but unfortunately, I didn't have. But thank God today, Majak is giving me that platform. Well, one of the challenge that we have is coordination, because when I started poetry, I was doing this. I was doing a duet poems with my sister, that is Fat Bojang. She's currently going to UTG, majoring English. Well, coordination was a problem because everything that we have to do, we do it for ourselves. Until when one of our brother, Ibrahim Bojang, came, and he was very supportive, and still he is someone who is very supportive. But Ibrahim is just a family. But when it comes to having a mentor who will mentor us when it comes to writing, mentor us when it comes to how to perform in stage and all those stuff, we didn't have that. We just feel like it's just a natural talent from God that we showcase anywhere we go. But we've never go through a training, like a formal writing training or like a stage management training and all those stuff. We've never had that platform. And the fact that we don't also have the financial support to publish our poems, that one also is another challenging part, considering the fact that we are all students and we are not that much independent to an extent for us to support ourselves and our career as a poet. This is a challenging part.
Wow, financial support. I think many of the young poets today are suffering from this, Mr. Kewa.
Sure.
I just hope one day you could find somebody that would mentor you in your programs.
Inshallah.
And also, what has been the most rewarding part of this?
Well, another amazing story. Well, a rewarding part came when I was appointed as the Woman Boss Global School Ambassador and the first and only male school ambassador in the Gambia here.
Wow.
That one also, I got it from poetry, because like poetry instill a public speaking confidence in me, and wherever I go, I make sure I showcase that confidence. And whether it's poetry or it's not poetry, anywhere I am speaking or performing, I show that sense of confidence in me. And we had a program, sub-national consultation on Adolescents Girl Summit program at West Coast region, where I went to represent KIDA as the Children Committee chairperson. And during the program, we have so many fruitful discussions, and I was participating, and things like climate change, gender issues, and leadership, because these are some of the things that I went through so many trainings and I understand. So anytime we are having that discussion, I will participate up to maximum. So those people also realized my potential and they decided to take my contact. So we do communicate until when they have collaboration with UNICEF to organize National Adolescent Girls Summit, where I served as the MC, and after serving as the MC, I was appointed as their global school ambassador. Until till date, they are the one responsible for helping me when it comes to career, when it comes to trainings, workshop. Always they will take me for programs and many things like that. So that one is one of the best rewarding part in my career. And the fact that I am equally serving as the children committee chairperson in Comboys, that one also is another rewarding part, because it exposed me to so many things, particularly when it comes to nation development.
Definitely.
Congratulations on that appointment, and then we wish you a lot of those kind of achievements in the near future. As we are narrowing down to the tail end of this program, I will ask you my final question, which is what do we expect from you? And also, it's going to be a lengthy question. What do we expect from you? And also, what advice do you have for those young rising poets out there, those that want to take poetry as a career or as a journey in life?
Well, one thing you should expect from me personally is consistency, because this is what is giving me all the privileges that I'm enjoying today. If you remember back this in 2016, I was like this. I'm very, very young, but today I am enjoying. Hadn't been that consistency is not part of me, what the privileges that I am enjoying today, I will not be able to have some of those things. So the advice I will give to the young poets is let them not limit themselves within the fraternity of poetry only in the Gambia here. Because if you look at it, Gambia here, there is lack of support when it comes to performing art. So people like me, in fact, some of the people don't know me as a poet. Some of the people know me as a peace ambassador or activist. Some people know me as a pageant king, and others know me as a poet. So you see, I am that poet that didn't limit myself within the fraternities of poetry only, but I engage in so many things. I do acting, I do pageantry, I do poetry, I do public speaking, and I serve as MC. One guy with so many things, with so many branches. So you see, I will advise the young poets to keep on being consistent with whatever they are doing, and let them not limit themselves within the fraternities of poetry. Let them try to do debates. Let them try to engage themselves in other public speaking programs. Because if you don't have support in this, obviously you'll have support in this. For me today, most of the things that I am enjoying, poetry contributed, but because of my other engagements, when it comes to debate, when it comes to dialogue, and when it comes to TV programs that I go for, always are the ones that are giving me the privilege, or give me the privilege that I am enjoying today as a young rising poet in the Gambia.
Well, that is quite amazing, Mr. Keba. The advice is wonderful. Right. Thank you so much once again for honoring our invitation. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Viewers, this is all we have for you on this episode of Chapters here on Majak TV. And don't forget to subscribe to our various social media handles on Facebook, Majak, and TikTok, Majak Official, and also YouTube, Majak TV. Till we come your way. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.